Hey, what's up, everyone? A lot of people, especially this league, have been saying things along the lines of, I only have 10 divines, I only have 5 divines, I want to make another build, what's good in that budget? And I think especially if you're in softcore trade, that's kind of the wrong question. It is interesting to restrict yourself at a lower amount of investment, but, especially being 6 or 7 weeks into the league, I realize that some people start a little late, but being this late into a league and how many farming strategies there are, how much currency there is out there in the game, I think even the most casual player right now could very reasonably, without spending too much time, accumulate easily 50 to 100 divines. And I want to start this series, I don't know, we're calling it like currency quickies, where I very quickly go over little strategies that you want to pile on and layer. Much like defensive layers in the game, you want to layer your currency making strategies so that you're always looking out for and farming for multiple things at the same time. So let's just start talking about what this video is about. So as you can see in my inventory, I have a lot of these things, which are invocations. Invocations are a drop that only comes from the final boss, the second form of Lycia. You have to do at least a T14 Sanctum to spawn that form. And then you have to run the Sanctum with the unique relic that says the Herald of the Scourge drops an additional invocation. There are 2 of these. There's a vertical one and a horizontal one. Those are the Gilded Chalice and the Broken Censer. So like all of the other unique relics that you run, there's an opportunity cost and sometimes a penalty as well. The Hour of Divinity here says you can't have boons. Second Sacrament says the Herald of Scourge deals more damage, takes less damage, etc. For the Gilded Chalice and the Broken Censer, you cannot have Inspiration and you can't recover Resolve. So anything to deal with Inspiration, that's the easy way to stack defense and just get through a Sanctum very, very easily. That's the first thing. If you've never beaten the Sanctum, just stack Inspiration as much as possible, especially get Inspiration when you take an Affliction. That's really going to be like the easiest way to get very tanky and just, to get through a Sanctum very easily. So you can't have Inspiration and you can't heal. However, what you can do is always get maximum Resolve. You'll get that amount of Resolve when that triggers. So what I like to do in my Relic Locker is to stack gain max Resolve when you kill a boss or gain max Resolve when you use a fountain. Since you can't heal, you probably won't be going for fountains too much. However, this does also trigger when you use a Benevolent Fountain, which will give you a boon. So it can be kind of nice to go for as well. So as you can see, I'm halfway through the 4th floor of a run right now. I'm stacking a lot of coins because I haven't been able to spend them. And the big thing here is I can gain 96 Resolve when I kill a boss and 29 when I use a fountain, as well as 43% increase maximum Resolve off of the beginning. That's something that can stack on these coffer relics. So you can get gain Resolve when you kill a boss and maximum Resolve total. So your initial 200 Resolve, you can start with like 250, 275 if you stack enough of that, which ends up being really strong. You can go for the boon that gives you plus 200 Resolve. That works as well. Anything that gives you max Resolve will just stack and you'll get more and more of it. I'm almost at the end of one of these runs. I still have 461 Resolve. As you can see, I'm about to hit 2 more fountains, which will give me an additional 60 Resolve. With the right relics, these invocation runs are not particularly hard to do, especially when you get a little bit better at the Sanctum. Primarily, this is to encourage you to not be scared of doing these runs once you get enough relics to do this. Anyway, I just wanted to go over the strategy there. What are invocations and why are they worth something? Why would you farm these? So invocations are something that drop after doing one of these challenge runs. You use them on your sanctified relic. It makes it corrupted, so you can no longer change it after you do it once. And it gives you a keystone. So you can go for really big keystones like Magebane, Ghost Dance, Iron Will, stuff like that. It can be really, really nice for a lot of builds. I noticed when I was on stream on Friday that I was doing a price check on a couple of these, and I noticed that some of them were worth a lot. And so what I did this morning is I went through and I searched for every single one that's out there, and I did a price check and I put it in this nice little table here. I even sorted it by colors and everything to make it nice and pretty. You can see Magebane is currently worth 20 divines. It does go down all the way to 5 chaos for Crimson Dance, but the average value for all of these keystones is 2.7 divines. There are 10 right now that are worth over 2 divines each. It's just a bonus on your run, right? And once you get very capable at doing these runs, and especially if you want to run them very quickly, watch Captain Lance's video for how to run multiple Sanctums an hour, basically. This is just a great thing that you can add in. If you've been a little shy of doing invocation runs, assuming the drop rates are evenly weighted, you're going to average a bonus of 2.7 divines per run. And I think it's just a little bit of a no-brainer if you want to make some extra currency while you're doing your Sanctum. Hopefully this inspired you to take advantage of these relics if you haven't been doing it. They do drop very commonly. As you can see, I've done a lot of these runs. Don't let them rot in your inventory. Just toss them in if you're doing a Sanctum run. Especially with the league being delayed another month, I think it's important to have sustainable, good strategies and take advantage of what's there in the game right now. So anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy farming some free currency here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.